Yeah, so obviously I'm not the first person to come up with this, but definitely it was actually when I switched. I've been switching between the AIs. I don't know if yeah, I've just been switching between them. Just I find each one has something that I need in that moment, like a different way of thinking that can help me solve a problem um, with the app building. That yeah, I know. Like, okay, I won't swear. Um, I know nothing. I knew nothing about before I started this. Um, uh, so I kind of I'm cross referencing between them and yeah, who was it? Gemini. I think it was when it updated to the fuck it. Yeah, just for it updated to the new there's the Flash one, I think, and then what's it called? Gemini. Anyway, Gemini 2.5, I think, the latest update, but there's this like a special one you can choose that's just for the coding stuff. And yeah, I was chatting with that because I and yeah, someone put me onto it and told me that it could be quite helpful. So I tried it out, and one point it made was just that Grok, for example, which I've been using a lot just because it's free and it lets you have the whole, like it doesn't stop the chat like Claude does, or even Gemini. Even if it's a paid version, even Gemini like eventually cuts it out if you go a bit along in one chat, I've found. So I found Grok was good just as that free version because I could just go and go and go and go, and even though it gets a bit confused and forget sometimes, I can still kind of remind it, be like, yeah, this thing that we chatted about. It's like, wait, what? And after a little bit, somewhere deep in there, I find that it does manage to find it if I give it the right prompting to do that. But yeah, so I copied and pasted a message from Grok, which I was like, I'm not really sure about that one. And we're kind of like going around in circles, and sometimes it takes a few, there's like, can be like two, I don't know what the longest is at. Like I couldn't tell you, but at the moment the longest I've gotten the rabbit holes down to, because sometimes I follow them still not knowing any better, or just like not really having another choice. I'm just like, well, I just have to go down that rabbit hole just to see what, if that maybe it's gonna work. And sometimes not. The last one was like 2 days long rabbit hole, and then it finally realized, oh, we can like delete that thing I've just been working on since 2 days, because there's a better way that takes 10 seconds. That works better and takes 10 seconds and is simple and functional. I'm talking about app building. I think I said that. I think that's clear, right? Yeah, so I copied and pasted the thing from Grok into Gemini, and Gemini was like, wow, the Grok's like going on super, super quick. Let's just slow it down for a bit. And this was the new extra smart, like, coding thing in Gemini. And, yeah, I think it's still the most latest one at the moment. And I just thought that was interesting, that even the smart version, that like this most updated version of Gemini, was pointing out that one of the biggest issues that I'd been having up to that point was actually that Grok was like thinking too fast, because it would be like, okay, here's a problem, and we were on like one trajectory, and then I'd say, hey Grok, we've got a problem here, and then it's like, okay, well, I've got like a million other ideas that have like nothing to do with that first idea, so we're not building on it. He just like scraps that completely and goes on with his new tangents, and that makes it, it's difficult, because then it's taken me a while to actually get an idea of what the heck that I'm doing with the app building. Like, I still don't exactly know, but slowly I'm learning backwards. Like I'll just keep it simple like that. I'm learning backwards somehow, and so slowly understanding what I'm doing, and to be able to recognize, hey, that's a rabbit hole I don't actually want to go down. Cool, thanks. And in the last couple of weeks since Gemini pointed that out, and when I get to that point of like, okay, this thing is not working, it's been half a day now, and it's still not working, and even if Claude's like, yeah, no, I've got it now, I've got it, like I've said before, I say, okay, I'm just going to step away for a bit, take a breath, let some time pass, and then often I'm getting to the stage where I think, oh, actually, maybe we could do it like this. And then I ask them, hey, what do you think about that? It's like, oh, that's a great idea. Yes, wonderful. You're amazing and such a genius. So lovely. And sometimes, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's like, maybe you're not a genius quite yet. Let's just, thank you. But like, let's just be a little bit less presumptuous, shall we say? Yeah, but anyway, just that I'm finding very interesting, just slowing down with the AI, like, and bringing them back, just having to kind of be, especially with Grok, because he likes to just like give these super long messages and responses, which can be sometimes good and sometimes kind of frustrating, because then you got this specific idea in your mind that's kind of difficult, that you don't really know so much about, and kind of vague, and the time it takes you to like sift through what Grok's just given you to get to the meat and the bones of the thing, it's a challenge sometimes, I find, to hold on to that spark of an idea that was there. Yeah, so I just thought that I'd share that, and conversation's cool. So if people have ideas and if you guys have got your own experiences with that as well, and thoughts on that, like, I think that would be super interesting to share and chat about. Yeah, because all this stuff is super new, right? And I guess it's like we've all been handed this insanely powerful technology just like overnight almost, and what are we gonna do with that? We're gonna sit back and be worried that it's gonna take over the world, and then what are we gonna do? But like, I guess now's a good time to, I said it before as well, I know, but try and make something positive of that. So yeah, all right, yeah, interested just to see what other people's experiences are too. So if you want to chat, like, that's cool. We all gotta learn. I think learning is a wonderful thing, and yeah, we've got such a great opportunity here to learn. Like, Matrix style, but like 1950s Matrix style, in that room where they go in and they like can download all that info, and then like, oh, I can fly a plane now. I mean, I guess not quite there yet, but one step at a time, and hopefully in a positive direction. All right, bye.